right, good people, so we have now made it to
speed up and get on it.
We've now made it to the mall where Smart Fit is. $3 Uber this time of day, which means it may be cheaper in the mornings, who knows, but it's like a full mall, so we're gonna find somewhere to eat. It is 10 a.m. so our day is literally just getting started. So I'll probably find a nail shop in here too. Not probably, I will. So I might just go ahead and make a nail appointment while I'm in here as well and just start there and see what's what. But it's not a bad walk, however, as far as distance. However, I think it might be problematic with sidewalks. It have been a safe walk. But a $3 Uber, we could swing that. Good people, so we just ordered something that we don't necessarily know we're getting. It's called a shawarma, or whatever. But I thought those were like mixed meats, those big tool of like meat looking things that they shed or whatever.
They can get a specific one though. They can get one that's just chicken. They have chicken, lamb.
That's a weird name, shawarma. Like, I don't know what that means. Is it just coming on just by itself? Is it coming in a pita? Is it coming in a wrap? Like, we don't know necessarily what we're getting. We know the meat. He's getting beef, I'm getting chicken. But the shawarma, or whatever it's called, I don't know if it's a wrap, if it's on a pita, or what it is. So we got the combos. We know it's coming with fries. And I also ordered a cheese empanada, queso empanada, and a Coke Zero. So I will show y'all what it ends up looking like. So we got two combos. He got a Gatorade, I got a Coke Zero, and a cheese empanada. And it was a total of $23.95, so not bad. Each combo was $8.50. The Gatorade was $2.50. The Coke Zero was $1.95. So these are like US prices.
Yeah, a place like this.
Yeah, this is in the mall, like a fancy little restaurant or whatever. But I definitely want to go to a fonda. That fonda we went to last time, I thoroughly enjoyed that food. It was so good. They had like this fried bread thing that was like $1.60 a piece. It was so good. It was like on the appetizer menu. Anyway, I'll show y'all what we ended up getting.
Okay, here.
Here's the meal. So chicken, so it is a wrap. Daddy got beef. I got a Coke Zero and a cheese empanada. Perfect servings, actually. All right, y'all. So we just got back from breakfast, lunch, what have you. It's a really easy walk, very easy walk. There's sidewalks the whole way. I think it's like a 13-minute walk. So for a round two scenario, it's actually ideal because you know your girl's into her extra steps. However, with the raining situation, there'll be times where I probably will take an Uber versus walk. But it was a very easy walk, passed by a lot of good restaurants that eventually at some point I'll be trying. So it's now 11:48, but let me say this. I was telling Daddy that I feel like from a culture perspective, I would probably want to live in Panama because for me, not vacationing, but living, representation matters. And here, there are Black people, there are Afro-Latinos, and you can't really tell if they're American or Afro-Latina until they start talking. And that's kind of what I am searching for right now. In Mexico, I will say the whole week I was there, I saw not one Black person. And I'm not saying like, you know, it has to be, obviously 22 million people, they're there. But if I'm gonna live somewhere, I wanna be somewhere where in a week's time of being out and about, I see someone that looks like me. So for me, that matters. For Daddy, he don't really so much care because he ain't got time for people in a general sense anyway. But I love the fact that we were just at the mall and I'm just seeing like, you know, Black and brown people just everywhere. But there's actually Black people and I'm like, do you think he's American? Do you think he's Afro-Latin? Like, you really don't know. So when people deal with you here, it's more or less like you may just be an annoying American, but they're not annoyed with you just your mere existence because you're Black. Now, we did see some American white people, couple, and the moment Daddy started talking, the amount of staring, because number one, we're Black, number two, we're American, and hey, throw the whole thing away. And that's what we're trying to get away from. So, all that to say, from a cultural perspective today, I would say I feel more comfortable in Panama. This is actually what I'm searching for. But from a beauty standpoint, I feel like Mexico City, in the area that we were staying, the Polanco area, it's a prettier city. Like, there's skyscrapers here, but like on the ground, it's very city. It's not necessarily pretty. But from a view standpoint, winning. All right, so we're gonna nap, and I'm definitely doing a round 2 because sis got goals. Daddy's on the fence. I have 2 slices of pizza left from my medium pizza, so they will get eaten today at some point. We still don't have food to cook and necessarily have a clean breakfast or dinner, which we'll probably just do like a Uber Eats situation later. But yeah, so I ain't gonna hold y'all. 2 minutes and 51, we're out. Listen, I told y'all sis got goals. We're in the sauna for round 2. I did an hour, not on purpose, but I watched half of Casey's video and my whole video. It's really blurry for me. I'm hoping it's not like that for everybody's. How many minutes I've been here? Let's see. I've been in 7 minutes. I'm gonna do 10 minutes and then get my butt upstairs. We don't have no dinner. That 2 little slices of pizza that I had left from yesterday, I ate prior to my workout because I kind of wanted to burn it off. I didn't want to eat that and go to bed. Other than that, I have some cookies, pineapples, and a banana left in the house. And Daddy has his 2 slices of pizza. We have some corn chips. We have no food for dinner. I don't know that I'm necessarily hungry, so I'm probably gonna eat the banana and 2 of the pineapple rings and just see if a bitch is skinny in the morning. But yeah, we serious now, y'all. We're gonna be here for 28 days. Before we leave in 28 days, I would like to be 143. That should be doable. So we'll see. By the next girlcation, I want to be 140. But I'll be also coming back from Europe, so might be pushing it. Good morning, good people. It is Tuesday, back day. So on the agenda today is to really try to find somewhere to get these nails done. Sorry, it's a little dark in here, but if I turn the other light on, which turns the vanity on, it turns on the blower, and the blower is obnoxious. It sounds like it's on its last leg. So I'm not gonna do that to y'all. But, so yeah, I'm gonna go down here and start with 40 minutes of cardio. Round 2 would be whatever happens. The goal this week is 50 until I get this weight back down. But actually like 40. If I'm gonna be walking, it's 30 to 40. If I'm not, then it's 50. This morning, the weight is let me get down to the bottom of it. Pre-workout weight is 149. Yesterday, pre-workout weight was 151, so that's good. Yesterday's post-workout weight was 150 even. So it's 149 even this morning. So by the time I get done with this workout and sauna, let's hope it's 148, which means I will take 2 pounds off from yesterday, which means, look at how I want to do it. Just go ahead, this piece is just dying to be a part of the equation. So yeah, but I'm really dying to try to find a nail shop today. I found one on Instagram yesterday, but by the time me and the girl started talking, she works out of her home. No good. But I don't know if y'all know this, but what you can do for translating is Google. You can translate, you can use their camera to translate. So what I do is when they're screenshotting in Spanish on WhatsApp, I screenshot it and then I insert it into the Google picture translator and it'll translate it to English for you. So basically, she works out of her home. Yeah, Daddy not having that. I'm not having that. I don't know you like that, sis. Like if somebody had referred her and I knew there'd be something different, but no, we're not doing that. So there are a bunch in the area, so I'm just gonna walk to one and make an appointment. After I eat and stuff, I'm gonna go do that. So there's that. Secondly, it seems to be more of a thing here, which I'm no stranger to, more gel nails here, and like actual real gel, not the shit we get in the States. That's how it was in Panama and Portugal. They didn't really do acrylic then. They only did gel nails there. And so when this was in like 2005, 2004, I was paying 125 euros. This explains why a lot of military girls didn't have their nails done when I first got there. 125 euros in 2006, 2005 to have my nails done in Portugal. So I said all that to say, gel is not cheap. I don't expect to get Mexico prices for these nails, but, and looking at their site, they're not, there's two I'm looking at. And looking at the sites, they're not super long like I normally get them. They won't be mom nails, but they're not super long like I normally get them. So we'll see what it ends up being. But I'll keep y'all posted on that. That's the goal today. At least to get to one, show them a picture of what I want, and make an appointment. If they can do it today, great. But so yeah, we'll see. First things first, workout. Really quick, I want to show y'all what I'm tracking. I'm not tracking macros right now because I just simply don't feel like it. But I am tracking my weight each day, my cardio, whether I had a bowel movement or not, my steps and my calories burned in my workouts, and my cardio amount. So yesterday I was, as you can see, 150. I did 20,000 steps, workouts, each workout, calories burned, cardio, 50-minute session and a 47-minute session. And then I had a bowel movement today. Session 1 was 445 calories. I did a light back with 40 minutes of cardio, and I'm 148.2. So that's all I'm kind of tracking. I did the same thing for last week. Kind of gave me an idea of like how I dropped. I started the week at 147, and I got to Saturday I went back up after that pizza, and I didn't have a bowel movement that day. Sunday I took it off. I only did because we traveled, but I got down to 146.2. So the goal is to get back to 146. So hopefully today I'm decent, and I might need to get outside and get some steps in. But yeah, hopefully I'll be down to 146 tomorrow if I can keep doing 2 pounds, and hopefully be 145-ish by Saturday. So y'all know I like to try local places. So I got my nails done. She did a really good job. We back. I'm at this local little place, and we are getting a burger for dinner. And then I also got it's like a biscuit with cream cheese in the middle, and kind of like an empanada, but she said it's like a spicy chicken enchilada in the middle. So it's like a pastry with chicken enchilada in the middle, but it's cold, and I got these to have tomorrow. I've only eaten once today, which was meal 1, which was oatmeal, banana, 2 whole eggs, and some strawberries. I was ravenous when I came home from getting my nails done, so I ate a couple cookies, some corners, whatever. I'm starving, so we're gonna mess this burger up. I wish it came with fries, but it doesn't. But very cute. All right, YouTube. So this is the burgers with their ideas of fries. They're baked with olive oil and Parmesan on it. Yum. And then I got, this is chicken enchilada inside, and this is cream cheese inside. Probably mess with these tomorrow, but looks good. Really quick, good people. First of all, I am having a bomb-ass workout. Here we go, better lighting. I'm having a bomb-ass shoulder workout this morning. I did 40 minutes of cardio, but I'm thinking about, first of all, going in weighing first thing to see what my weight is for the day. And then I really want to hit this trail up today. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see, but along the water coastline, there is a walking trail. I think you can see it better over here. See the little palm trees and the, oh yeah, my finger said, okay. See here, that's a walking trail. So I really want to do that. We're here for 28 days. It doesn't have to be today, but I'm kind of in a mood. I want to do it early before it gets too hot or it rains. And I don't really plan on leaving the house anymore today, so it's a way to get my steps in. That being said, I'm thinking about finishing this workout, doing a sauna, going upstairs, stripping down, weighing myself, make a protein shake with pineapples, strawberries, and bananas, and some protein, and drink that as I walk, and then come back and eat my meal. We'll see if I actually do all that, but kind of what I'm thinking. But I'm having a bomb-ass shoulder workout. Daddy came back here earlier, tried to get a good workout in. As y'all can see, the gym is pretty small, and he said there was another couple in here, and so it was hard to get his workout in. So Smart Fit doesn't open until 6. He has to log in for work at 6, so that's why we have to press. But we would just have to change our workout schedule and go at 4. Maybe a better time. Maybe it wouldn't be as crowded as the 6 o'clock crowd. We'll find out, but I think we might walk and go register today. So just be more steps. All right, good people, real quick, I wanted to kind of touch on my current fitness goal of trying to maintain 140 to 145. So we know that's just, 145 is 10 pounds above peak week start weight. So I feel like that's a decent place to be. I like how I look at that weight, and that allows me to, 1, have a fitness goal, 2, get in and eat what I basically eat what I want to eat. If I want to get pizza every weekend, I can with that weight. But also, right now I'm trying to get back to 140 by the next SWV Girlcation, which is Andrea's Vancouver Pro show. The reason I'm kind of, not hell-bent, but would like to get back to 140 to 143 by that point is because the week after that, or the 22nd of July, I'm having my hysterectomy. Once I have my hysterectomy, I won't be able to really train for 4 weeks. She said I can start slowly trying to walk on a treadmill in a week and a half, 2 weeks if I feel up to it. All that being said, I don't want to go into my surgery not being able to burn calories weighing, 150. So that's another reason why I'm trying to. I figure the lower I am getting into that, the easier that can maintain. I can drop my food because I won't be as active, and I won't gain a bunch of weight coming out of recovery from that surgery. So that's another reason. I'm not worried about muscle mass and all of that right now because I haven't been asked to add more muscle. I have no idea when I'm getting on stage again. It won't be in 2024. Perfect scenario, I won't even start a contest prep diet until April of 2025. So that being said, I have plenty of time to do what needs to be done. Stay skinny, gain muscle, whatever. I have plenty of time. So I'm not pressed about the stage goals right now. Again, I just want to improve my glutes. I don't need to gain 25, 30 pounds of body fat to add and compete at 1 pound or 2 pounds more. No one's asking for bigger glutes. I just know in order to improve them, there needs to be a little muscle tissue added. So that being said, again, nobody needs to be gaining 30 pounds to compete 1 to 2 pounds heavier. As a female, that's about all you're gonna do in a year's time. Even men ain't adding more than 3 to 5 pounds of muscle in a year's time. So it's relax, y'all get yourselves together. That is not required, especially in bikini. So that's another reason. But the main reason is because I want to go into this surgery closer to 140 than 150. And because I know I won't be that active, I just don't want to put on a bunch of body fat. I'm clearly gonna have to eat somewhat in a deficit during that time to make sure sis don't, get that. But so I'm gonna sit here and do this sauna for another probably 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go weigh myself, think about if I want to just put my same clothes back on, go walk this trail just to see what it looks like. Not a whole bunch, maybe about a 20-minute ordeal. Probably takes about 7 minutes to walk there, do maybe 15-minute walk, or just walk. I'm not gonna run or anything. I just want to see it and then come back. So we'll see. I might get upstairs, get tired and watch YouTube. Who knows? But y'all stay tuned. All right, YouTube, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm gonna sit
underneath this little tree here really quickly. I'm just gonna get some good sunlight. That way better? That way's better. So, whatever. I'm getting some steps in out here. Something, you know, I'm trying to not only, you know, move out of the US for obvious reasons, meaning the whole racial background situation, but also to just improve my overall quality of life. And I think about the simple things like how I take vitamin D supplements every day because, number one, I'm at work all the time and don't have time to get out and just get some sun. And just the hustle and bustle of it all. So to be here and have nothing to do all day but strive to be great, and not take advantage of beautiful days like this and just get some natural sunlight. I'm trying to do things like stop taking vitamin D supplements and rely on natural. This shoulder is killing me trying to hold his phone. But not rely on supplements and just get some natural, beautiful vitamin D in, soak it in, you know? So today, the rain is nowhere near in sight. So I'm out here just getting some steps in. Yesterday, I only got in 9,000 and something steps. So under 10,000, no bueno. So we're gonna take a little stroll and then I'm gonna do a round 2 as well. So it's beautiful. All right, YouTube, let's talk about it. So we just got back from visiting my, for now, favorite Fonda. Got another, I'm just gonna call it a sweet roll because it's like Hawaiian sweet, hopefully y'all can hear me, like Hawaiian sweet bread with like a little cinnamon in there. Daddy got a cinnamon roll. I don't know what this is, but it's supposed to be sweet, so I'm thinking some type of cake with no icing. No idea what this is. No idea what this is, but it's all homemade desserts. And we just went to a chicken place and got fries and quesadillas. So, and the chicken is really good. Cheers. Mountain time, good people. Okay, so this is the first day that I'm actually like annoyed with this gym setup for my workout because it is a leg day. So I'm gonna put together a little circuit, do 5 rounds, as heavy as I can with the weight that I have, and I'll just show y'all what that looks like. Also, I did 40 minutes of cardio. I'm gonna do legs, I'm gonna do the sauna, but I'm also, before the gym, my weight was 150. Yesterday, post-workout, my weight before the gym was 148. So I'm probably gonna be up 2 pounds, so I might only be 149, 148, which yesterday I was 146, 147.6. So obviously it was the food I ate yesterday, holding extra water, didn't drink a lot of water. So today the goal is to get in more water and to hold myself accountable to, number one, eat enough. And I'm gonna finish off, I don't know if I showed y'all dinner last night, but we went to a chicken spot and me and Daddy both got quesadilla each. So got little gams out today, y'all. So I'm gonna finish off those 2 quesadillas and I'm gonna try to just get more protein in today and get more water in. I am probably eating, I would not be surprised, somewhere between 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. I'm not mad at it. I feel like the end results are not looking bad. I mean, I think my body is digesting, processing, doing what it needs to do, so I'm not mad at it. But today I need to just clean those sources up. I probably will snack on the Fonda snacks I got yesterday. I gotta look back at my footage and see if I showed y'all what I got. But if not, I probably will be eating on it today, so I'll show y'all what it is. But today, just a little bit more clean sources. I don't think I ate a lot yesterday, but I ate late and I did not get enough water in. So that's the goal today. So I definitely should have come in here and turned the sauna on at some point. It's like completely cold in here. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay and give it a chance to warm up. But I ain't got nowhere to be, but you know, I am hungry. So right now, we are planning to hit the UK after this. However, because of my surgery date and my Vancouver trip, that only gives us like 2 weeks in the UK. For me, that's kind of good enough, but Daddy kind of wants to be there for at least a month, or have the option to be there for a month. So he's like saying we should wait until after my surgery and then go to the UK, because we can stay as long as we want at that point. So we should just go somewhere else. So he has me trying to think of some places to go. He's like, let's just go to like Costa Rica and just to, you know, do a vacation there. I don't really have a desire to go to Costa Rica at all. So I feel like whatever we get there, we get here, more here. I'm actually more prone to want to go back to Mexico City to go to Costa Rica. But yeah, we'll try to figure that out. Also, when I was in the nail shop, they had the news on one of the TVs. And, you know, if you've looked at the crime rate here, the homicide rate in specific, it's shocking how low it is. So I was seeing like these, I just saw like a guy with guns, like 2 or 3 guys with guns running up to a house and doing like a, not a drive by, like a run by, shooting this house up or whatever. And then there was another shooting, and I'm like, Jesus, what area is that? Like, where is that? Like, I was getting nervous. Only to find out it was LA and Massachusetts. And I guess I didn't realize that it would be like world news, because it didn't look like CNN, it looked like the local news. So that's, but it was more world news. So that came across, and then Dump came on TV, and then so of course everything was in Spanish. I just saw Dump talking, and you know it's some ridiculousness when it's him. Donald Dump, that is. So they started talking in Spanish, and they had known by that point that I was American and didn't speak the language. And so they're kind of like looking at me, like basically I think making fun of us Americans. Like, what are y'all doing in your country? I'm like, bitch, that's why I'm here, because I don't have time for none of that foolishness. But that was not funny, but kind of like, y'all like really laughing at us. But like, there's no gun violence here. Like, there's no massive shootings here. Like, these are not the fears that we have. Like, sure, there's petty theft. Like, you can get robbed or whatever, but nobody's gonna rob you with a gun. At best, they might have a little pocket knife or something to steal your cell phone. Please just give them the cell phone, and they're not gonna kill you. Like, it's just, there's just a level of safety here that I just can't explain. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go and look today. It's gonna take too long to get hot, my God. It's 9:00. Okay, it's only been 3 minutes, but so not the point. Yesterday, Daddy had me laughing because he had been asking for me to make some rice for like 3 days. It's Thursday, so I think he's been asking since Monday. So finally, when I came back around to, he was like, you ain't shit. The least you could do is make some rice, my God. I'm like, sir, you asking for too much. I got to stay skinny. Jesus, what is it? Hump on demand. And now make rice? You want too much out of it? The way I'm eating, staying skinny is a task right now. I'm trying to maintain this housewife, but I can't get caught up in rice. So I make the rice, not we go and get something to eat. Sir, I cannot. Anyway, 3 minutes and 56 seconds of nothing. I'll talk to y'all later. It is Friday, check-in days for Dorian. So I'm probably gonna end the video with her check-ins. So let me just go ahead and do somewhat of a closeout here. And then the next thing you should see is her check-in and her progress for the week. So, well, let's see. We have no food in the house. Like literally the chicken that we had left is down to a carcass to where we done threw it away. And all we have is one banana, vanilla protein, 2 eggs, which Daddy needs for his breakfast, and some oatmeal. So what I think I'm gonna do, I was thinking about just having a scoop of protein and then eat some oatmeal, but I'm really actually craving like some ground beef with green beans and then oatmeal on the side. So I might, as soon as I get done with this, walk to the store, then come back and do my final weigh-in to see what I am this morning. We'll see. So I was telling Daddy, because we only have the Airbnb for 28 days. So I was telling him, like, in the next week or so, we need to decide if we're gonna stay here. So maybe we can go ahead and just book this Airbnb for the next 2 weeks or whatever, or we're gonna go somewhere. He was like, well, if we do stay, we wanna stay somewhere different anyway. And I'm like, oh God, I don't feel like packing up and moving to another Airbnb. He tells me, sister, what else you got to do? You know what, sir? You gonna quit disrespecting my retirement life. I am booked and busy. But yeah, so we still don't know what we're doing. Again, I have no desire to even go to Costa Rica and see it. He wants us to maybe spend more time in the UK. So I don't know what we're doing, y'all. All I know is this back is getting bigger by the day. I need to tighten up on these back rolls. I done got out of control with this Fonda situation. I told Daddy I was gonna go to that grocery store, which is not the most cheapest one. It's like a Safeway or Randall's or whatever. We need to go to Super 99, which is more like Walmart prices, which we're gonna go tomorrow. We need to catch an Uber to that. This one is walking distance. What was I saying? Oh, so I was telling him, so in my mind I'm thinking, okay, we might, because we're gonna walk to Smart Fit today, and when he gets off at 3 and go ahead and enroll so we can go first thing in the morning. And so we're gonna pass by that noodle sushi place that we've been wanting to try. So I was like, well, we could just do that for dinner. So I just need to kind of monitor my macros up until that point. And he was like, so I said, I'm gonna run and get like some eggs, maybe not even eggs, because I'm sure they're cheap bread, Super 99 as well, but probably get another chicken and some ground beef so I can have that and some green beans. And he was like, you gonna stop by the Fonda? See, you ain't contributing to these goals. Like, look, I'm starting to get infantile arms. Like, I need to tighten my shit up. We'll see what I am in the morning. Before the gym, I think I was 149. That ain't good. So we're gonna see. But anyway, as usual, thank you guys for coming back. I haven't done much this week, so that's why the vlog doesn't have that much going on about the city of Panama. But again, if y'all want to see something specifically, let me know. Y'all, I showed y'all I got my nails done. I am happy with them. She did a really good job as far as the shape. See the shape. For takeoff, whole new set, 70 bucks. Like, you can't beat it. Even if I would have got the designs, it still would have been $70. I just opted not to because I was tired and over at that point. I will be getting my eyebrows done there and my pedicures. Like, oh, and I saw like women in that area carrying, I saw a lady with a Louis, I saw Mercedes, I saw BMWs, I saw Porsches, I saw a lady with her Gucci fanny, I saw a lady with her Kate Spade bag. I'm like, okay, so this is a safe area to carry my shit. I did not see that in Mexico, so I'm like, I'm gonna do like the locals do. I ain't gonna be running around here trying to prove nothing and then got robbed or something. So it seems like a safe area to do so. I didn't bring much. I only brought like 2 designer fannies. Other than that, I brought like all like Lulu little fannies and stuff, and then ones I got from Target. But anyway, neither here nor there. I will close the video out with Dorian's check-ins, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. We're trying to grow over here. All right, YouTube. I said that was the last clip in the sauna. However, 2 little grocery haul. Corners. Got a chicken. Got some bananas. Got some 95% ground beef that I'm gonna make right now. And green beans that I'm gonna make right now. I did stop by the Fonda, even though I talked about Daddy not respecting my back getting bigger. Grabbed us some diet sodas just to get through today. And I grabbed some more cookies to get through today. But at the Fonda, we got, I don't even know what this is, but it's bread and it's warm. And I think it's stuffed with something. One is cheese, one is beef. They're all kind of warm and fresh too. Got Daddy a cinnamon roll. I don't know what this is, but it's soft like a tea cake. I don't know what this is, but it's soft and it looks like chocolate. We're gonna find out together. All right, y'all, that's it for now. Next should be Checkins, Dorian's Checkins. All right, good people, so I just got done with cardio. I did 60 minutes. Your girl's been grubbing, so we gotta pay the piper. I might have to do like a little mini cut, like a serious little mini cut, or next week, I can just challenge myself to not have anything other than like quality carbs, like cut out the fondue for next week. I'm having a pizza this weekend, but cut out the fondue for next week and just see how next week goes. And then if I have to do a mini cut to be closer to 140 for Vancouver, then so be it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Dorian's check-ins real quick before we close it out completely. So I think I text her, so she had gotten down to 152.2 Sunday. And I want to say I text her like Wednesday to ask her, you know, how was everything going? And she said that the scale hadn't gone down, but she hadn't gone up. So as of Wednesday, she was still 152. Today she checked in at 154. She's noticeably leaner, tighter everywhere. She definitely leans out faster in her upper body, but she got sick and nibbled on a few things, nothing worth like actually making her weight go up. So as we notice with her now, her weight goes up at the end of the week. Once she rests on the weekends, her drop, we see it on Sunday. So I told her the same, check in Saturday and Sunday with just her weight. We'll see what it is, but I'm changing her plan anyway. I am going to increase her cardio, all the sessions 5 minutes, and increase or decrease her fats probably by like 5 grams and her carbs by like 15 grams. And we'll just see where we go from there. I told y'all her show date. I'm doing the picture-in-picture thing so you guys can see what her check-ins look like. I told her to either make sure the light is behind the camera or stand further back in her, where she's outside of like the direct sunlight on her check-in so I can see. But I can see good enough that I'll be able to get a clear picture of what she looks like. What else? I'm going to give her, so I guess maybe it's like a little bit additional cardio, but like some hip to do this week, just 10 minutes for her lower body to just help with conditioning and tightening it up. And we'll see what next week brings. But I'm going to close the video out now so y'all won't know what her actual drop is this week, but we will start the next video with that update. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and close it out. Thank you guys so much. I will see y'all in the next episode.